Hi you guys, Marnie Vio here with Bushy Rose Blooms. I am so glad to be here. It's been a while since I've done a video. I'm going to do something fun for you today just using silks. And I'm going to kind of go over the elements of design with you guys. I'm the kind of artist that always says learn all the rules like a pro and then learn how to break them like an artist. I think that was Picasso. I always stole it. So anyway, here we go. I have a cute little vessel. I've already put some chicken wire in there. I actually got it from Oasis. And I just formed a little egg and it goes down real deep. It's firm. I didn't tape it or anything. I got a little turntable here. So I'm going to start first, which I like when I buy my flowers. When I go to the market. It's color, lines, form, space, texture. I think that's it. Texture, space, form, lines, and color. Yes, 5. I always start with color first. It's just the way I think when I'm an artist. Of course, I didn't do that for you guys today. I'm just using silk, so I just went with an all white and blush theme. A great way to practice if you're a new florist. It gets expensive to, go out and buy fresh flowers. I usually do once a week though for a photo shoot. So I always get in the mood to create, so I'm just going to use silks. So anyway, I always think color first. Then I think lines. Am I going to have to buy a line flower, a tall flower? Do I want some asymmetrical elements to it? And usually yes for me. I'm a hairdresser, so I design a little crazy. A little, I like short on this side, longer on this side type of thing. I do like a lot of space, and I can get carried away and put a lot of flowers in, so I lose that space. But again, if that's what I'm going for, sometimes I just look at nature and things are so compacted and overgrown, and I like that, but there's usually a lot of space on top. So color my lines, and then I think, what form do I want? I pick my vessel. I know this guy's not going to be too big. 1, 2, 2.5, you can go to the height and the width. So, it's not going to be outrageously big, my form. And I always like texture. Texture to me is when I'm looking for flowers, it's more like little dancers, things that just have a lot of texture, and, it could be little things, little filler flowers. So I'm going to start today with just my rock stars. I got these beautiful kind of like, they're almost would be similar. They're really creamy beigey to quicksands. So I've already pre-cut them and they're kind of all the same length. So I'm going to create my line first by just putting in my first bloom. And I'm going to go opposite. I like to go little catty corner there. It's a little shorter. And then I'm going to work with this being my front. So, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to work with, yes, this being my front. So I'm going to put another one kind of triangular. So I've made in my mind kind of a triangle, right? So that's my line. I would have liked this one to be a little shorter, but it's not. So, but it is. It's falling a little shorter than this guy. God, they look so real. They're like, I need to remove these guard petals. All right, so I have just one more of those, and it's cut. So my front now is going to be, I'm going to have something come sitting in low, and I'll put that so it can face you. Sometimes you got to move those around. So there you go. And now I'm creating already my heights and kind of my depth. I want things to sit low for that negative space and things to come out this way. So sometimes if I design the other way, I'll create my heights. I'll put up something lying here. But for this one, I want my form and my space to have a lot of negative space in here. Okay. So I'm going to turn it backwards to you. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill around my edges. So if I put one in the front, I'm going to put one in the back, kind of low. Okay. I always kind of do catty corner, not completely across from each other. I got a cute little hydrangea, so I'm going to shove this down here. And it's kind of hard because they have these little, I should have clipped that off, because if I put that in and I don't like it, it's going to catch all the wire. But again, I just want it kind of even sitting down a little lower than that rose. So again, this is creating dimension and texture because it's going lower. This one's a little higher and this one's a little higher. So there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and work all the way around. Let's see what I have. I think I have another little hydrangea, so I think I'm gonna fill in this negative space here. And I didn't want to cut it, so I just kind of bent it so I can make it shorter. I'm gonna fill that in right there. All right, so I'm really liking my form. Got my color, I already told you I like my lines. I'm gonna create some negative space here. I'm gonna create some texture here pretty soon. So let's see here. I got a couple little ranunculus. So I think I want one coming up near, kind of close to this rose. And make it front facing me, and then I'll turn it around and show you. And then I'm going to, again, I kind of just can go opposite. I can go a little bit in the back of that. So I'm creating some balance there. I only got one more blush. So since I have one here, I'm gonna go in front for you guys and kind of put one in my back and just kind of tuck it in this way. I'm gonna angle it a little bit more. If you don't like the angle, I don't like shoving things straight in. I like things to be a little angled. I'll turn it around. My cameraman is being amazing. So I just angled that again, kind of catty cornered it so it balanced. So I'm almost have a triangle here now. My eye's seeing a triangle, okay? Kind of a square down here with the 4, triangle here, triangle there. I'm not so into, I mean, shapes are important to me. I found this guy and that's kind of cool. So I just might shove him kind of down in the middle, kind of weave him through. I probably would have put him in first if I would have saw him first, but that's okay. Still creating this negative space. Can still see my ranunculus. And now I'm gonna start incorporating my dancers. We're almost done, guys. I always like, if I have a hydrangea, I like feeding something within that hydrangea. It just gives a little bit more texture. So I kind of went through that hydrangea. I have a little hole right there, so I'm gonna go back with, so I'm kind of, you know, kind of going opposite. Hopefully I'm making this the right space for you guys. Here it is. Nice. All right. Bend that a little bit. I think I'm gonna just slide one of these to break up this green, kind of right in the middle, but as a diagonal. Can you guys see that? Let's see. Okay, look what I just did again. Maybe my mind does think I created another triangle. So awesome, looks good. And then I have this little dancer. So that's it. This is our shape. I have one big bloom left. I'm gonna go around and look for any holes. And probably tuck him down in here just to have fun. A little kind of blushy rose. And I kind of even like that's hanging out a little bit on that side. Yeah. And again, I have one stem. My biggest line is over here, so I think I'm going to kind of go with this line and kind of really make this piece asymmetrical. And put some dancers in here. Kind of facing backwards and forwards. Of course, if these were real stems, I would cut them individually and put them in a little different, so. Probably a little tall. Okay, I'd probably shorten it just a little bit. And then I got another little dancer over here that I can just shoot off and kind of follow this line, right? Anyway, you guys get the idea. Oh wait, I have one more. Maybe this one can follow. There. So we got not as much going on over here. If you look at my angle, it's definitely an asymmetrical with a lot of space in here. If I had some really, really fine, delicate silks, I would probably tuck them in here. Just really, really, really skinny, like, not hellebore. Oh gosh, it's at the tip of my tongue. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So when I go to the market, I first pick color. I pick focal blooms for my roses today. I have some just other little ranunculus, so a secondary bloom. I have some dancers. And now I have these ferns that I love. So I'm just gonna have them come off underneath, which I kind of just call hugging in. I always kind of green in. Again, this is kind of a garden look. Mostly blooms, not any greens. And I'm just gonna come over and maybe shoot this one off the back end. And now I'm just gonna have our photographer just kind of zoom in while I just show you a quick little silk bouquet, garden style, covering all the elements of design. All right, thank you. Have a good night. Oh, follow me and watch for more videos coming. Marnie Vio at Instagram and Bushy Rose Blooms on Instagram. All right, you guys, bye. Have a great day.